in a waiting room, or what? How does that work?
I just came in.
Oh, okay.
Did you have a waiting room set up?
No. But
Oh,
I was wondering if you tried, because we were running a different class until just now. I was wondering
it
what it did with everybody.
it just says that this person is in a meeting,
Okay.
is in another meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You allowed to drive on the tunnel?
So what's the difference between that and a waiting room?
A waiting room is they place people in there. So you basically, it's kind of like you having your door closed and people are in your little waiting room. And then you can allow them in one by one if you want, or you can allow them all in. And then you can also disable the waiting room, which is like just opening the door.
Oh, okay. So that's what we are doing then. Yeah, I don't want to have to worry about letting people in through the waiting room. So you're
Yeah,
in that waiting room.
you guys don't normally have a waiting room set up. So
Right.
it's something that you would have to set up in your original thing, or if you want to do it when you start your meeting and you decide that you want to have a waiting room, in the participants menu,
Mm.
it's an option to enable a waiting room.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for you, if you were in the waiting room, it looks about the same. That you're still just waiting.
You're just waiting. Basically, I think it says like the name of the meeting and you are in a waiting room. Or the host will let you in shortly or something like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's the way it is. It's fine here.
Kelly,
Before
did you get your level 4?
Sorry, did what?
Did you get your ranking level 4, or are you still level 3?
I'm still level 3. This
Okay.
year, last year would have been
Level
my
4.
first opportunity to rank.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
so Diva, you got your sword there, huh?
I did.
All right.
I
Did you
drew it
get
from the
the open and close?
stone.
Was it able to open and close better?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm the Queen of England because I drew it from the stone.
Uh, if you just something about maintenance. If you have a sword, even the stainless steel ones, uh, if you sweat, I got some black stuff here from touching my arm, right? And I don't actually, I try not to sweat. So, but if you get sweat on yours, try to wipe it off. Maybe use a WD-40, almost every time probably, and clean it off so you don't get tarnish on it. Okay, so it's hard to come off. If you have a different one, sword that is not the stainless, then they are even worse. Okay, so you need to keep it
Mm.
clean it off. But I recommend not sweating.
Yeah.
You're new to the class, correct?
She was here last week.
Have you learned the whole entire 103 movement form?
Me?
Yes.
Sorry, I have not. No, I'm still learning.
Okay. Have you had any weapons experience before?
No, last week was my first.
Yeah, how'd it
Yeah.
go? Was it easy?
Yeah, it felt very
Yeah,
natural. It was
we
fun.
try to make it easy.
Hmm?
We should change our name to. I think somebody already has Easy Tai Chi.
Hi, Catherine.
It should be Easy Tai Chi.
So you're just now starting Tai Chi?
No, Lindsay's been
Um,
here for a couple sessions.
yeah, I started like a couple months ago, but yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so is it time? It's about time. All right, great. If when we're getting on, everybody coming in, because we're gonna start about 5 minutes early, start the running things. But before we start the class, go ahead and practice, and that's better than standing around waiting for everybody else. So go ahead and So what do we have to practice? Well, you can start the recording, Nancy. Did you? Okay, great. What do we have to practice? Remember, we have to do the three. We want to practice these three things. So we want to do the chop and make it straight with your arm. We want to do tip up and try to make it straight up and down. And then shift back and okay, be up here. And circle back and tip up again. Okay. So those three things, and then from there, just bring it up by your shoulder and step out, and then chop. You don't need to go into a bow stance, but just shift your weight forward a little bit and chop, tip up, shift back, bring your toe back, and tip up. And here I can see mine's not totally straight, but you just feel what it feels like to be straight. So go ahead and do that. Practice that a little bit, and we'll watch you do it. So chop, tip up, shift back, circle. And remember, to get it to shift it back, you need to go down, keep it at this angle basically, and now here's straight down for my arm. When it's past there and I'm not going to hit the floor, then let the tip go. So keep the tip back till you're past hitting the floor, okay? And then from here, turn your whole arm, okay, and have it point up and push down. So here, I'll show you again. Here and down, okay? So you bring it back and then turn your arm, and at the same time, it's hard to see. At the same time, do it this way. At the same time, try to keep the sword moving in the same plane, okay? So it's easier to do this. Let's see if you can see it. If I go like this, and then I just sort of, now I swing it from bottom just like this and up. That's like easy to do. That's not the right way to do it. We'll look at it this way. Hold out your arm and the sword off to the left. Okay. Now, bring it forward. Bring it forward, and I want you to get to the other side. How are you going to do that? I don't want you to do this. Okay, and then over to this side. And look, coming back here, and then I can't go anymore, and then up and down, and then over. I want it to go even, and stay level. Like this, and then rotate your whole arm, keep it level, and then off to this side. And you can open your hand here. Then bring it across, and rotate your arm to this side. See? So here, if you could go a little faster, it just looks like it's sweeping across and staying level. And you're using your grip and your whole arm rotating. So here I go to palm down, then it's palm up, palm down, palm up. See? So you try it. Try to get that little hop out, okay? Even if it's a little one, try to make it so it goes away and just roll, and you can feel a little bit of the momentum of the sword if you do a little faster. Keep the sword moving and keep its momentum going, and then just roll it over. Okay, so you try that, and you could do it without moving your arm, without moving your hand. See, so it's not an arm thing, it's a wrist thing. See, it's a whole arm thing, but just rolling, not moving. Okay, just turning over. So keep your arm kind of straight. Okay. Good. Okay. All right. So that's the idea of it. So that's what I want you to do here. When you bring it back, then you roll it at that same way. Okay, and then you can keep it going up, just like this, only you do it in a vertical plane. Okay. So try it. I will say if your sword is not long enough to hit the floor, maybe you don't have to worry too much about it. But it's a technique, and so work on it. If you have to, you have to work on it. If you don't have to, try it. If it seems too difficult or whatever, don't worry about it. Do what you can do. Catherine, can you do it more? Can you do this more without moving your arm? Just like this? That's the wrist and hand technique. Just keeping it flat, level. Okay? If you move your arm too much, you can hide it kind of and not really see it. And you still might be having the hop in it. Just focus on the wrist. Okay. Then try to get the hop out of it. Okay. What do you have, Miranda? Is that a dowel?
Yeah. I
Huh?
ordered a sword. I just haven't gotten it yet. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, Miranda, were you here?
Yeah.
You were not here last week, were you?
I'm sorry?
Were you here last week?
No.
Okay, so this is what we did last week. The chopping looks like, here's the parts of the chop. Who else?
Use the metal dowel so she can.
Okay, maybe I got something. Yeah, I got something that's a color, and then you can see it better. Okay. So we do first we do two things, then we do three things. The first thing is we'll do the one thing first, and that's chopping. So hold it over your shoulder, and then and how do you take it? You want to hold it like you're shaking hands. So here you take it from the side, and when you hold it, we want to hold it with these two fingers and our thumb basically crossed, okay? And we can open it up a little bit, but when it's standing up like this. But basically, we want to keep this hook, these two fingers hooked around on it, okay? So we don't drop it. Some people, they try to hold it like this, and they'll drop it because their thumb is not crossing it, okay? And it's not, one finger is like also not enough, so two fingers. All right, so we start like this, and the chop we want to do like this. We want to come down. Here's how I'm going to end up. I'm going to end up like this, with my arm at a 45-degree angle, and yours looks straight. That's good. Okay, so and my palm still from the side. Okay, so we don't want to end up on top. Okay, from the side. So you can see this going on. You need your palm to be on the side for it to be like a joint that way. Okay, so we want to come down, past, chop down, and then come back up. Okay, so here, down, and then the hand comes up. Okay, so that's our chopping. The chopping looks like this. Okay, but it doesn't look like it's just to go to here where we're going to stop, and then just the sword goes. Okay, so it's not like that even. It's not like this. It doesn't have this in it, really. What it has in it is pull up. That's the chopping part. Okay, pulling up, and the tip goes down. Chop. Okay.
Miranda,
chop.
hold it closer to the end of the dowel. Yeah, there you go. A little bit lower, so that your hand is more towards the end. Yeah.
All right. So that's our chop. So the first thing is chop. The first thing is chop. Okay. From here, chop. Chop.
Yeah,
okay.
Good.
Chop.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
when you do the pull up part, how do you keep your shoulder from coming up? It always feels like my shoulder's coming up.
Oh. Well.
And I don't notice that when I'm just watching you do it. I don't notice that on you.
Right. You don't want your shoulder to come up. So
right. Exactly.
Here, look. It's this kind of thing. Look, your hand doing this basically. Okay.
Okay.
And just keep this part relaxed.
Okay.
Don't use. Yeah, it's not your whole arm. It's this. Okay, kind of wave motion in your elbow and to your wrist, basically. Okay. Yeah, not your whole. It's too stiff if you're using your shoulder very much. In fact, we go like this. We bring it now. This is using your shoulder down. Okay. Now we're using like the lower part of your arm to come back up, and not hardly your shoulder.
Yeah, that's good, Miranda.
Really. Okay. So it's kind of a shoulder circle, and then a tiny bit of like a bounce back, and I guess that comes from your shoulder. But okay. Yeah, keep your shoulder, just like the hand form, keep your shoulders down all the time. You see anything, Nancy? Now we can both do it. Nancy's here too, so.
See this?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So that's the first thing. The first thing is this chop. The second thing is tip up. So the tip up is my hand is starting here at the chop. Okay. You push down on the handle. That will make the tip go help make the tip go the other way. Push down and the tip comes up. Push down, tip up, tip up, tip up. See? Because the center weapon is over here for a stick, and with the handle being heavy, the center is closer to the handle, maybe like here. Okay, so when you push down, it makes it want to rotate around its center. Okay, so to get the tip up, we push the handle down, and we have a little bit of the wrist bringing it up. But mainly that's like to steady it. And when it comes up, then you can do this too. When it comes up, you can open your hand and relax it and open your fingers, okay, your two bottom fingers, and spread them and touch it. Can you see? So you can do like that to help it to be straight up. These two fingers, the second finger and third finger, they're holding it more in a circle, and the other two fingers then open and push against it to try to make it straight up and down. Okay, so when we chop, we're kind of grabbing it, but all the rest of the time, we're kind of loose. Open your hand, just keep these fingers hooked over it. And here, as you pull it up and chop, grab it and make it stop right there. Okay, we don't want it to wiggle around. Pull up, chop, and then tip up, then open your hand, push down, open your hand, and then grab it as with this. This is like holding a brush, kind of, okay, a paintbrush type of holding it. And then stop it and make it stay straight up and down. Okay. So that's the second part. Tip up. When you do it, I'll do it this direction. See, it's in line with my arm and my shoulder. Tip up. Look, keep it in line with your shoulder. Don't do it in front of you, where if it comes up, it's going to hit you in the face. Okay, especially if it's sharp. All right. When it's coming up to your side, not going to hit you. Be careful. Okay. If you have a sword and it's sharp on the end, we have to be careful. It's just one little thing to remind people. When we walk around with it, we're going to have the tip hanging down if we're going to move around with the sword. We're not going to walk around with it sticking up, okay, or over our shoulders pointing like this or something, okay? So we're going to start holding it down. All right, anyway, so tip up, keep it in line with your shoulder, okay, not coming up towards your face. Do it out to the side a little bit, okay? So then these two together go like this. Chop, then push down, tip up, and then from here, pull up, chop, tip up, chop, tip up. Now here, just stand in the middle. We don't have to be shifting. 2 feet flat on the ground. Okay? Chop, tip up, chop, tip up. Okay? When you
So easy.
when you chop, when you chop and tip up this one. Okay, so Catherine, when you chop, here's look where my hand is. I'm going to point at it. Okay, can you see where my left hand is? Here's where it's going to be for chopping. I'm going to chop, it's going to be there. Okay, that's the level of my hand. When I tip up, it's down here. Okay, chop, it comes back up here. So you cannot just do this, just tilt it up and let it come down. That is not the right energy. Okay, try to put energy into it. So you need to that's better. Yes, that's right. Your hand has to move up when you chop, and it has to go down when you do the tip up. That's better. Okay. And so, yeah, so Miranda, when you come back up, try to make it straight. Okay, not here, not tilted back. As straight up and down as you can. And open your hand. Open your hand to help make it that way. Okay?
Yeah, it's not balanced very well, so when I open my hand, it falls backwards. So.
Well, you still have to be holding kind of tightly, actually. But you don't have to be gripping it like a stick. you hold it like a paintbrush. Okay. Yeah, the two fingers of your thumb still kind of holding it hard
Yeah.
and pushing against it with the fourth finger and the ring and the pinky.
Okay.
Okay, to keep it straight.
Kelly, when you do this motion, I want you to think of your right hand, your wrist, going down, up, down. So down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Dita, I cannot see your sword. So
Oh,
if you want some feedback,
back
you'd have
here?
to do it on camera better. Yeah, try that.
Is it that better? Okay.
Well, okay, let's go ahead. Okay. Can you tilt your camera down some? Because I can see. Can you see Can you see yourself?
No,
Okay, so Kelly, you're basically leaving your hand in the same plane. You need to go down, up, down with your hand.
For the
Down,
chop.
up, bring it up, bring it up. Okay, see how you're just kind of,
there.
All right, so
Yeah,
watch me again. So from
yes, yes,
from here, chop is like this. See, my hand comes up. Tip up, hand goes down. Chop, hand up. Tip up, hand goes down. So the hand goes the opposite direction of the tip. And we do want to be careful. Let me hold it down. And want kind of a straight line. All right. So we don't want this shape. So at the end, that is not a good shape. Okay. Straight with your arm and then tilt it down 45 degrees about. Okay. So tip up, chop. Tip up, chop. Tip up, chop. And I know that it is not the easiest thing to do. Okay. All right, go ahead, Rita. Dita, I can see you better now. So let's see.
Thanks.
You turn side. Can you turn sideways?
she could have hit her ball.
Oh, are you? Can you turn the other sideways? Can you, yeah, there you go. So I can see the sword in it.
Okay.
All
I
right.
hope I don't like the patio furniture now.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Try not to. So this is all right. So this is the important part. That this action here, up, down. See when you this. I said it's like this. Okay. So
You know, like how
this.
they had the old pumps for the water? Those levers that you had to pump for the water? Mm-hmm.
So
Like that.
yeah, if they say that you were pumping, so it's like this. See, this is the kind of the action. See, your hand goes up, down, and the tip comes up. See, that kind of action going on, and not this action. Okay, that action is too stiff. Okay, you need to have in your hand like one of the joints. Okay, of this. So you got your upper arm, your lower arm, and the weapon. Okay, so that's like a three-part. To your arm in a way, an extension of your
How's
arm.
everybody's arm doing? You guys need to rest. This is a lot.
Oh, I told you last week, I think, don't do it more than 50 times in a row. Does anybody have trouble keeping it? No, I know they didn't do it at all, man. See what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure they did. They did it, but you don't want to make it 50
All right.
times.
So
is a lot.
who did 50 times a day?
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, right. See, Dita. Well, she's got a new. Hers is new, so I can imagine.
Well, Vita's done Aikido and stuff, so
So I'm used to repetition, kind of. But Mike, when you start the strike,
Yeah.
should I could have my elbow out here, or I could have it in line with the strike. Is it open or
All
in
right, so
line with my,
we're doing this 1 2 1 2 thing. But if you're gonna from here over,
but
then
when you start here,
not too
yeah.
high. Look, the weapon just over your shoulder. I cannot see your
Oh.
arm, your shoulder actually. Dita, there you go. So yeah, so that's so like more like here. So low.
Oh.
So I'd say drop your elbow. Okay. Yeah. See,
Okay.
and then so it's just over your shoulder here, and then from there down, and then chop. Okay.
Oh, so it's just over the shoulder.
Yeah, just over your shoulder. So here it'd be, well, here it doesn't feel comfortable like you could do anything anyway. So it has to be just up enough that you can feel like it can go down. Okay. So here your elbow can't go down anymore. So it's up a little bit, but not too high. Okay. So still feels like you go down. Okay, with it. So from here it's mainly down and then chop, and it doesn't have to start very high. We have one later, and I think it does have a feeling of kind of going up and then down, and that's going over the waterfall. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's the sword. That has a little bit of more up in it, but generally it doesn't have to go very high, just over your shoulder.
Oh, now I have to do it 50 more times.
Okay.
Because I have a bad habit.
Well, I hope that will fix it.
Yes.
50 times.
Make sure that when you go down, up, down, that when you chop, that your arm and your sword are in line, and then when you go back down again, or you seat your sword, that your sword is now straight up and down.
Okay. All right, so that's 1, 2, and 3, and I know you're not going to get it during this class. You have to keep practicing. All right, so that's 1 and 2, and then 3 is we want to go like this, and we want from here. We want to go, and I'll just say here's chop, here's tip up. Tip up is here's chop. Tip up isn't here, it's down here. Okay, so it's not 45 degrees. It's down kind of all the way, but forward. Okay, it's not by your hip. It's in front, but it's not lifted up. Okay. So when you do the tip up, your hand is basically feeling all the way down, okay? But it's in front, you see? But it's not 45 degrees, okay? All right, then from here, the 1, 2, 3. The 3 is you bring it back and keep it held back, okay? Then when about to this angle, maybe not 45, but maybe 30 degrees out. Then if I let it go, the tip go, it's not going to hit the floor now. So I'm going to bring it back and then let it go. Bring it back and then let it go. It's not going to hit the floor. That's the first part of it, okay? Then the other part, where we practice level, rotate your arm and then tip up. Then we do tip up on this side, okay? So we did tip up over here on our kind of in front of us. This is out like to the side of us, basically, okay? Tip up. So you want to bring it back, let it go, rotate your arm, tip up. We just need to make it look smooth. So from here, basically like that. See? Okay, just make it smooth. But everybody else was here last week, so I'll watch Miranda for a minute and see if she's getting it. Okay, that's pretty good. And open your 2 little finger. Hold it like a brush, if you can. And then, okay, so from here, see, when it comes back, it's like this. But when you do the tip up, open your hand. Then, going down, open your hand and hold it in a different way, if you can. Okay.
Trying to.
This is the first thing we do in the sword. And I think I mentioned last week in the saber, we just always like grip it, almost always just like this, and just like hacking. It's just more like hacking. All right. So, but this one right away, there's a hand technique on how to hold it in different ways and do different things with it. Okay. This technique here, holding it this way like a brush, we're going to use a lot of other places. Like for instance, when we slash, we come like this, and our hand opens, and holding it basically a similar way to this, only flat. Okay, so to be able to get the tip back, we need to open our hand. Otherwise, it will always be like 90 degrees, right? If we want the tip to be, keep the tip in, you have to open your hand, open your fingers some, relax your fingers some. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so 3 is like this, and then just bring it back. Just from here, just lift it and point the tip back. Now it's over your shoulder. Then you do chop. That's 1, 2, tip up, 3, circle back. Do you have to move your foot? Maybe you don't have to. So from here, chop, tip up, circle back. I still have a little shifting. Okay, shift a little bit, tip up here. Okay, so keep your feet flat on the ground when you do this. Try this. Keep your feet flat on the ground all the time. Okay, work on your rooting a little bit. Okay, chop, 1, 2, tip up, 3, circle back, tip up. Okay. Okay. And remember, when you do the tip up from behind, on 3, don't have it come towards your face if you can. Keep it over here to the side a little bit. Okay. Be careful if you don't have the good habit, like on 2, where you tip up and grab it and don't let it keep going, then it's going to flop around and maybe it's going to hit you. Okay. So that's very important. Don't let it hit you. Okay. The first thing is be careful of the tip. Be careful with it. Okay. The tip is sharp. Even if it's a practice sword, unless it's one of these that's totally blunted, the tip is the only thing that is sharpened.
Rita, you have a short tassel?
Yeah, I do.
Part of the Ed,
I need to get a longer tassel.
the Ed
Huh?
idea of weapons.
Yeah.
Ed gave everybody that idea. How we could finesse it. Okay. All right. So that's the 1, 2, 3 thing. All right. So that's the review. I said this before. We'll look at this like every week. We'll shorten up the amount of time we spend on it because everybody will know how to do it. But you need to practice and try to improve. At some point, I'll stop talking about it. But we use this kind of thing everywhere, and if you have to work on it. And if you don't get it, it's going to be through your whole form. All right. You're going to have to get it eventually. All right. All right, so let's look at review then what we did last week. We did opening. So I'll review it here. We start shoulder width apart with our feet and our right palm open. We're holding it in our left hand and with the tip up and touching your elbow. I'm going to go back to using my sword. And the tassel, why not? Just take the string and put it in your little finger and hold it against the guard. The left hand, 2 fingers here. Who was not here? Oh, Miranda was not here last time. Oh, you don't have a sword. So, okay, so when you get a sword. So 2 fingers go along the sword, and then the thumb goes on the blade side of the guard. All right, so you're holding it like this and standing like this. Palm, open palm. Miranda, you got to hold this in your left hand. Hold the sword in your left hand now. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So here, this is what we do. This is the opening, and this is before we take it into our right hand. Okay. So we do it like this. We swing our arms forward. We turn our palms forward more. And we make sword fingers. Bend your 2 little fingers and touch them with your thumb. And keep your other 2 fingers. This is the Girl Scout or the Cub Scout salute. Okay? And then come up. Palm up in front of you. Okay, that's 1. All right. 2, they come in. Your elbows go out, your hands come in. Still palm up. 3, they go down and out to the side. Now loosen let the tip not hit you in the face. So bring it away from your face, okay, out to the side, and then come forward, and then bring the tip so it's not going to hit you in the body. Bring it back to your arm. Back to your arm. Okay, and then push down. Okay, let me do it. Let's see you do it again. Remember, you are holding it like this. Your thumb is on the blade side. Okay, and then the grip, basically the guard is basically in your palm. The thumb above the guard, and then your fingers along the handle. Okay, so from here, two hands go forward and turn and make your sword fingers. You both have sword fingers now, basically, okay? Then they come up, level. Then hands come in, have your elbows come out. Then down, out to the side, miss your face, point down, basically, coming around. Back to your arm, back to your forearm, and then push down. And at the end, almost at the bottom, is here, okay? It's not here. It's still out in front. Okay, so just like the hand form, you push down on almost at the bottom is here, right? Not here, not too close to you. Okay, so again, and then I'll watch you do it. And it touches your elbow and not your shoulder. So it's going to be on your forearm, basically, along your forearm, and not really touching your shoulder. Okay, come forward, make your sword fingers come up, level. Then hands come in, 2, 3 down and out to the side. Don't hit yourself in the face. Then bring it back to your arm as soon as you pass your body. Back to your forearm, and then push down. Okay. Anybody have any questions on that? If you do not, then do it a few times. We'll watch you do it. On your own, do it. Okay, do it and do it and do it. We'll watch you. Palm up. Okay. In and then down. And then out to the side. Don't hit yourself with the tip. Good. Okay, and then back to your arm as soon as you can. Back to your elbow as soon as you can. Elbow. Okay, so look. So here, it comes up. It's palm up, right? Palm in. Hands down. If you don't do anything, you're going to hit me in the side of my face. So you need to now get it off your elbow with your hand, with your wrist, okay, and make it miss your face. And then when it comes out, it's in front of the tip's in front of you, kind of a little scary. And then your arms are basically straight, okay, Tai Chi straight, okay. And then now we start coming forward. Now you can use your wrist and make it pass your body. When you pass your body, use your wrist, get it back on your forearm, okay, and then push down. So just that little part here, this little part is where you miss your head, okay, and then bring it back to your. So when you're going forward, probably you can be coming back up to your arm, your forearm, okay. Does that make sense? So here, forward is 1, 2 is in, 3 is down and missing your face. And then forward, bring it back to your forearm, and then push down. Good. Okay. Okay, keep doing it. Yes, Kelly.
When the arms fold in, do the elbows immediately go out to the sides, or do
Yes.
they come back and out to the sides? They immediately start to open to the sides. Okay.
Yeah, they're going out to the side right away.
Right away. Okay.
That's how you bring them in, actually.
Okay. Thank you.
Mike, is there a rule about how far out your arms have to go? Is it just enough to cover so the sword clears your body, or
I think we want to make it big. We
Okay.
want to make it big, so we want to go down like this and then out to the side and big.
Okay.
Okay, and then when we bring it forward, then we're extended. So we're always basically as extended as we can be, unless we have to, close. So, let's see. Here we had to close our elbows to bring it in. Okay, then we're going to go back and open them again and keep them open. Okay, then they can be open. generally we want to be open all the time, you know, as much as we can, as often as we can. Okay. All right, so that's a review. Does everybody, let's see, is it, yeah, I think Miranda has it too. So is it easy, Miranda?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, great. Okay, then let's go on. Okay, everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the next one is this is the opening. The next one we call 3 rings around the moon. And I'll show it to you first. From here, we shift a little to the left. Is that right? I should practice this before I teach it. Shift a little bit to the left and turn 45 degrees. Point your right toe to the corner. Then you sit. Now I want you to feel like your right hand's going to stay here. Both arms are basically going to stay where they are. They're going to bend while you go down. Okay? Turn your right hand palm up. Your left hand is starting to come up. This is like the knee brush. So we sit and then we circle like a knee brush and step. Okay? Then knee brush, knee brush. Okay? That's the first ring, isn't it? So this first circle, okay? That's the first ring. I'll show you the whole thing. The second ring, back and turn. And now it's like this. You know, the knee brush is a little bit different than that, but back and turn, open, pointing near the corner, and then crossing and step, and then pushing forward to your hip. And this is the second ring, okay? And the third ring is this circle to here. That's 3 rings, 3 circles. Okay, 3 rings around the moon. All right, so the first part, then, the first ring, is like this. From here, I'll show it again. I'll have to probably face the camera to show you the things. When we practice, I don't know if we'll practice it together. I'll have to face away. All right, but to learn it, see what you can do. I'm not going to do it mirror image. All right, so sorry if you were looking forward to that. From here, 1, turn 45 degrees. Shift to your left a little bit. Turn on the right. Point your toe to the corner. Okay, turn your body to the corner. 2, shift back to the left, to the right. I'm sorry, and sit. And start your left hand coming up. Basically sit and feel both elbows bending. Turn your right palm up. How do I uncount it? Okay, we'll count it that way. 2. 3, circle and step. 4, brush, push. Okay, so it's a knee brush. We know how to do that. Okay. All right, so let's try it. Okay. 1, shift left and turn to the corner. Point your toe to the corner. 2, shift to the right and sit and bend both elbows. 3, circle down and up and step, just like a knee brush. 4, brush, push. Okay, again. One, shift left, turn left. 2, sit, bend your elbows. 3, circle and step. 4, brush, push. Okay, can you do it? I'll watch you do it. I'll call it. All right. If you want to do it on your own, that's fine. 1, turn to the corner. Shift left, turn to the corner. 2, sit and turn and bend your elbows. 3, circle and step like a knee brush. Good. 4, brush, push. Okay, Miranda. Okay, so put it behind you now. Remember, after the opening, it's behind you. There you go. All right, do it again. Yeah, keep it on your forearm the whole time. Okay, so while you're doing the knee brush, it's just attached to your elbow. Okay. All right, so do it again. That's good. 1, turn to the corner. 2, sit and bend your elbows, palm up. 3, circle and step. 4, brush and push. Okay. So this is like a knee brush, so it's pretty, I think, pretty easy, I think. Anybody having trouble with it? Yes, Alan?
I've got just a quick question. When we start, my left arm with the sword,
Yeah.
when we go to the left, and um, my arm comes up so it's almost straight out, or is it that high up?
Okay. So you turn and they're both like extended, right? Now we sit and now it bends. Okay. And there's some turning. I don't usually do the turning, but you can turn it a little. You know the knee brush? The knee brush isn't like this, right? The knee brush is here and palm, you know, like this in front of your face, right? That's the knee brush. Not like this, right? So you can start to turn it, and when it comes up, it should be like that. So from here, so you can start. Oops. You can start turning it, okay, and then it comes up. It should be like here, and then like that. So it's bent. The knee brush is like this. The circle is like this with your hand. Up and down. Not very much of your elbow, right? There's some, but it's mainly your hand making a half a circle. Sometimes we say it's like a windshield wiper, okay? So it's got this in it, okay? Up and down of your hand. Your elbow moves with it, but it's mainly a hand. It's mainly an elbow circle, actually. Okay, it's circling your elbow, basically. All right, so try to do that. Try to make it as much like the knee brush as you can. Okay. All right, on your own, do it a few times. We'll watch you. On your own. Okay. Remember, okay, so let's just for to be more complete. The footwork. This is different than the hand form footwork, so we'll talk about it for a second. The footwork is shift a little left, turn on your right heel, point to the corner. Then shift to the right and sit. Basically, sitting is probably enough because it's not you're standing close together. And then step and bow stance to the side. Okay, so we start at 12. This is like 9 o'clock. All right. So shift, turn, sit, step, bow stance. Okay. So just simple. The simplest way to get into a left bow stance to the side. All right. But it's not the corner. It's the side. Okay. 9 o'clock. This is a little bit like the embrace a tiger stepping. Make a good bow stance at the end. Your back leg should be pretty straight. Okay, so how do we make our bow stance? Just a reminder. We shift and turn. We sit. Where am I going to step to? I'm going to step. The line from my right heel comes out, and parallel to that, 2 fist distance, I'm going to step on that line. But I'm going to step like this, right there, where I can pick my foot up. Then I'm going to go into a bow stance. Okay, and then my back leg is straight. See, straight. And I don't have to close my foot because I've already pointed to the corner. Okay, and I don't want to slip my heel. Okay, even if I didn't turn, I was going to close it. I would still have the same distance. But if I slip my heel, it's going to get longer, and we don't want to change our size of the bow stance. Can you put it back? Okay. All right. So go ahead, do it some more. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. stay standing up and turn, and then. All right. Yes, Dee Dee?
Mike, what angle is our left arm at in when we're in the final position? Is it like brush knee and push where it's just hanging down?
Oh,
Or
okay.
is it at an angle?
All right, so brush knee and push would be hanging down like this, okay? But
Yes.
here we have the sword.
Yes.
So the sword is on our arm. So here's what it would look like if it was the same but it's not that way. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. We want
Okay,
the sword
that
to
was the
be straight up and
question.
down.
Because I was finding it kind of as you were just doing it parallel, and then I thought, no, I think it's so the sword is straight up and down,
Yeah,
correct?
straight up and down.
Okay. Thank you.
Still on our elbow though. Okay, so don't try to get it on your shoulder or anything. It's still
Oh yeah.
attached to your elbow.
It's here, right?
Right. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. So try
Sort
to
of
make,
on the back of my arm.
right. Yeah. So if I can hardly see myself here, but that is not enough. It should be straight up and down. Okay?
Yeah. Here. Okay.
So mirror would be useful for that part till you have a feeling for it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, Dita? Oh,
Yeah.
That was just a pose, I guess. Yeah, I saw your hand was up. I thought you were trying to get my.
No, I'm.
All right.
It's just my hand.
All right. All right.
Like, this might be a stupid question, but I assume that our goal here will be to go faster than the hand form, kind of like the saber form. Is that true?
Yes, it's faster than the hand form. It's not as fast as the saber.
Okay.
Is that a goal? It's not exactly a goal. Okay. But we root faster, and we say we move like a dragon. Okay, so more your whole body going all the time, and it's just more fluid, I guess. So I think part of what we have in the hand form is we want to go slow for other reasons, basically. Okay, so by going slow, we're building energy, into our legs, basically building up our legs especially, and we don't have to stand like this if we would practice slowly enough. But it used to be they practiced it more like a regular type of speed, but then they had to stand like this, so they need to balance it with this and just standing. Right? So somebody's bright idea was if we do it really slowly, then we will just have to do that. We don't have to do we don't have to do both. Okay, so that was clever. But all right, so here we're more moving like not a full speed thing, but moving keep moving, flowing like the ocean kind of thing, and make it smooth and even and kind of powerful feeling actually. Okay, so that's what we want. But it can still be slow, and it is. If you watch Master Young do it, it still looks kind of slow. It's not, in other external martial arts is trying to see how fast you can do it. We're not trying to do that. So just an even pace that feels good, and just keep flowing. That looks good. Okay. All right. So let's go on then, right, and do the second ring. So for the first ring, you're like this, like a knee brush, but with the sword straight up and down. The second ring, you shift back, you swing the sword up, and then you turn and open your toe, and you bring it in by your shoulder, and then you turn your right palm over, and you open it a little bit. Okay, so this to me feels like open. Okay, then they cross, passing palm, but on the top. Okay, passing palm and step. When they're crossed, that's when you step. And then feel push forward. This could be attacking with the pommel, or they say that they grabbed you by the wrist. This could be pushing with the blade to get them off, kind of like a apparent close-up. Okay, get them off of you. All right, so and bring it to your hip. Okay, So that's the second ring. All right, so the second ring is like this level ring, and so the left hand, the left hand comes up and to your shoulder, and then around in a circle, basically. Okay, so across and forward. At least that is how I do it. That makes it be like a ring. We usually count it this other way though. Back and turn, bring it by your shoulder, open, turn, open your right arms up. Then they cross and step, and then it goes forward and bring it to your hip. So that's like 3 straight lines. But I think it feels better to just try to make a circle. Okay. All right. So try it. So from here, the knee brush part, the first ring. 1, back and turn. It's by your shoulder and it's palm facing out, facing forward, okay? And right hand palm up. 2, pass, cross, okay? And with the crossing, going forward and step. Pump, okay, keep your sword fingers. 3, push forward and your hand to your hip. And getting ready to step. Okay? Okay?
So when you end, where's the pommel of the sword? Is it right in the middle?
Which part?
When you end the posture, is the
Oh, yes,
sword right in the middle?
yes, at the end, your hand or the pommel anyway is in the middle. Okay, in the center line.
Okay. And then one other question: when you just started, when you moved back and your right hand has come
Yeah.
up a little bit, the left hand, is the sword? I couldn't tell. Is the sword pointing sort of straight ahead of you, or was it already coming to the side?
Yeah, do it facing towards the camera.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So from here, let's see here. Back, turn. See how this feels open? Then, and so this is right in front of your shoulder. I don't know if that was the question, but I forget the question. Crossing and step. And then down through the middle of the blade, basically, okay, to here. And now the pommel in the center line and your hand by your hip.
Thank you. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
So
We
all
did
your-
that. Sorry.
Oops.
Okay.
So is all your stepping 1 line 2 sides?
This one is 1 line 2 sides. So we're in a bow
Okay.
stance. So for this one,
Face this direction.
for this one, it's bow stance, back and turn. Then this is 1 line 2 sides because it's only, it's not a step yet, really. It's just a transition step. And then the next one will be a bow stance.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
So the footwork's just like parry, block, and punch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Mike, could you do it one more time facing us, calling it slowly? Because I've just want to get the footwork down
Okay.
and the arms.
Okay.
core-
All right. So not the foot. The footwork is parry, block, and punch, like Rita said.
Yeah, my issue is I'm not sure I've got the arms coordinated with the feet.
Okay.
So let me catch up with you. All right.
Okay. Palm out. 1, back, turn, open your toe to the corner, and open your right arm.
See your left hand, yes, that's right.
Yeah, so when you pick it up, I can't see who you're looking at, but it needs to
Dee
come
Dee.
up and palm face out. It's not just pick it up and it's like palm down. It's pick it up more, palm facing out,
That's
forward.
right.
Okay.
And your right hand should be towards the corner, Dee Dee. Okay.
Thank you.
Open enough, right? It's not just, some people just turn it over. It needs to open. Okay. Then, and you're standing about in the middle right now. Then, going forward, cross your arms and step. 1 line 2 sides. And then forward, push forward, and bring your right hand to your hip. Keep it palm up.
Have your pommel in the middle, where your nose is. There you go. Think of pointing what we try to do with the sword especially, and the reason why we have sword fingers is for pressure points. So I want you to think of the pommel is, you know, attacking a pressure point or pointing out towards somebody.
Got it. Thank you.
Hmm. And then your most of your weight should be on the right leg.
Okay.
Okay, so we have this one. This is the different. This is not, except for the stepping. This is something new, so we probably have to practice a little bit more.
Judy had a question.
Yeah, just a question about the sword fingers. Are they meant to be like a little space between them, or are they meant to be closed
Close together.
all the whole time?
He cannot
Yes.
close
Okay.
his very
What
well.
are you talking about? Why not close?
No, you always look like this.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay. This shows a lot of disrespect, so don't do that. Keep them closed. All right, so okay, you do it then. The second ring. It's like it's taking 2 steps and one level circle basically.
Kelly,
Okay.
you have to stand up your sword above your left shoulder.
Okay.
Don't have it too
On your
level.
own, go.
Go to knee brush.
Remember,
Left foot forward. There you go.
when you cross your arms,
Back.
that's when you step. When your arms passing palm, that's when they cross. That's when you're stepping. Okay. Then you just shift forward and point forward.
Okay, so yep, that's better. Go. That's better. So you have to stand up your sword pommel up higher.
Pommel.
Pommel. Pommel.
It's like pomelo. What is
Pomelo.
that? Yeah, it's like
Pomelo.
What's that how you say it? Okay, it's not pomelo. It's not pomelo.
It's not pomelo. It's
Uh-huh.
pomelo.
It's pommel.
Pommel.
Kelly.
So do your shoulders go corner to corner?
I don't know.
So,
Start square, back and turn, so you
Mhm.
point to the left corner. Then you circle and step. Now it's
Square.
square, and then you go forward. Yeah, then it's point to the corner, right corner.
okay.
And then we'll go square again.
Are we actually trying to get the upper body clean to the corner, or is it just kind of in that direction?
Corner, I would say if you don't have trouble doing that.
Okay, thank you.
You can do it, Kelly.
Basically, we have up and down, left and right, up, in and out, open, close. So we're gonna turn left, we're gonna turn right. At your hip, it looks like this. See here, not too high. Here. Okay. Like where you would put
Left elbow down, Dee Dee. Left elbow down.
where you put your hand for a step backward pulse monkey by your hip. So see if you can get this. See if you can get this energy going. Look for the sword. I'll do it sideways here. Left foot forward. I won't step. Swing it forward to get it by your shoulder. Swing it forward and bend your elbow. Get it up. Okay. Swing it up by your shoulder. Up by your shoulder. Okay. And then to the right and forward. Like half a circle. Passing palm forward. Passing palm forward. Okay? So it's like a parent closing up, basically. A parent closing up. You're like this, and you go like this, see by your shoulder, and then here crossing, and then like that. Only this is going to go lower. Okay, and this one is going to go. It's going to be palm down. It's going to be out further. Palm down can be out further than palm in. Okay, so it's similar to a parent closing up, basically. Okay, but with a sword.
Chu, when you shift back, don't rotate your arm until you start to open up your foot. So make it more like a knee brush. Back, keep your hand the way it is, and lift it yet, but lift up your left arm straight halfway, just like a knee brush. Don't bend your elbow yet. Just lift it up straight halfway. Yep. Then open and rotate the arm.
So Mike, when we finish number 2,
Yeah.
we have stepped 1 line 2 side, and we end up with our weight forward on that 1 line 2 side.
Yes.
Leg? Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's what
ready.
feels so odd about it.
We're ready to step. Well, that is like, how we count parry, block, and punch also.
Yeah, but we don't
Parry,
stay
block,
there.
and punch.
Yeah.
Parry, block, and punch, we do like this, back and turn, and then we 2 hands go down and step, and then 2 hands go forward, and when they're forward, we're gonna step, right? Then
At
we
the end of-
separate and step.
We've stopped here because we're learning it, but when we do the 3 together, when we've come forward and we moved our weight forward and step, will our back heel already be up?
Yes.
Yes, all your weight should be on your front foot.
That's what I was not doing. All right.
How far
Right,
forward
if
is my left hand extended? Is it kind of all the way out or just?
Do it like you do the knee brush.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
No, at the end of this second circle.
Yeah.
How far forward is my left hand?
Oh.
It's extended. It's
Straight.
pretty extended because
Yeah.
so you're like this, okay? So it's in the center. If it were straight, it'd be like here. It's just in the center, but it's not. Yeah, it's not bent. It's extended.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so is that easy? This is the hard one. Okay,
Shift
so
more weight forward, Catherine.
let's do the next one, which is easy.
Get more weight on your right leg when you go to point. Okay, most of your weight is on the right leg.
We'll do the next one that is easy, and then we'll have the whole thing to practice. Okay. All right. So here's the third circle. You're like this, right? The third circle is you take a step and close in and make a bow stance. So it's just step into a bow stance. Your right hand is going to swing down, open, and come forward, and you're going to try putting your tiger's mouth right at the guard, okay, by the guard. So you're going to end up like this. The sword is going to be square.
They cannot see it. You need to face this direction. They cannot see it.
I cannot see it anyway. It's very thin. The sword is going to be square, and your tiger's mouth is going to be going into the other tiger's mouth almost, okay? Tiger's mouth to tiger's mouth, okay? And ready to grab the sword. So this is, just like that. All right. So I'll show it this direction from here. Circle, step. All right. So this is the third circle. This one. Okay. That's it. That's very simple. So try that a couple times. From here. Right foot forward, point to the corner, toe to the corner. Okay. Step and circle, then close together. Okay.
So Mike, when you close, is it more in line with your right shoulder?
I'm sorry?
When you close, are your hands more in line with your right shoulder rather than center?
It's not in the center. It's I think your left elbow should be lined up with your left knee, and this is wherever it is. Okay. So,
Okay, thank you.
And we lost our sword fingers when we do this?
Yes, you're gonna grab it. So it's at your hip, sword fingers. When you swing it down, open your hand, and then come up. So it just makes this circle. And so open your hand and aim for the guard. Okay, if you think you have it, go ahead and practice it on your own. And I'll do it again. I'll do it a couple times. I'll call it if you want to follow that. Okay, so from here, circle down, open your hand, step, then close your hands together. Okay. Yeah, good. Just bow stance. Okay, good. Good, good. And one more time, I'll do it with you, and then I'll watch you do it. So from here, circle and step, close. Open your hand. From here, going down, open it, and then palm open, okay, to grab. Okay. Okay, so on your own, do it. And yes.
Mike, are we turning when we swing and looking, or are we keeping our gaze forward?
I think here, let's see. Circle. You know, there isn't a reason to look back, I don't think.
Okay, so it's not like a true brush knee there.
Right, a brush knee, you're deflecting. So basically, the opponent could be going by you at this point. You know, you're deflecting the bottom, you're deflecting the top, and they're going by, right? So this is not deflecting. This is just swinging your arm forward. Right, deflecting comes from in front and goes down like that. This is already at your hip.
This is going to be the forward leg. So this
So
is
you know, like step back repulse monkey, we don't look to the side when we circle, right? Because it's not doing anything. It's already at our hip. It's just circling your hand up, strike out. So the opponent's here all the time. We look this direction. I will say that we do look to the side. When the weapon goes to the side, then we will follow the weapon. Okay, but there's no weapon, so. All right. All right. So on your own, what do you think? This part's very easy. So if you have this, then we'll do it all together. Who does not want to do it all together yet? Everybody's happy? All right. All right, let's do then all the 3 rings around the moon. And sometimes we'll do maybe, like at the beginning, we'll do maybe from the very beginning and do it. But we're kind of running out of time today, and it's not totally necessary. So we'll do it from here, from pushing down. Just make it point at me, Nancy. All right. 1, turn to the corner. 2, sit, bend your elbows. 3, circle and step. 4, brush, push. Second ring. Back, turn, open your right arm. Then going forward, passing palm and step. When they're crossed, that's when you touch the floor. Push forward, ready to step by your hip, right down by your hip. Then third ring, circle, open your hand, step, then close in. Okay? All right, again. We're pushing down. 1, shift left, turn to the corner. 2, sit, bend your elbows. 3, circle and step. 4, brush, push. Then second circle, back, turn. 2, close, cross your arms and step. 3, push forward, hand to your hip, ready to step. Third circle, swing down and open your hand, step. Then close in and bow stance. Okay, anybody have, Kelly has something?
In your final position, is your sword slightly angled to the corner? Or is it?
No, it's square.
It's
square.
Square. Okay.
It's pointing to the straight direction.
So it's like perpendicular to my body.
No, it's pointed to the straight direction. Your body's not square, is it?
No, so my body is corner, my left elbow is over my left knee, and the tip of my sword is pointing.
Your tip of your sword is pointing to 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, thank you.
That's square. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, can you practice that on your own? That puts it all together? You try to do it, and if you have trouble, we'll work on it. Okay, good, Alan. Oh, that's Roger Brand. She froze. Remember when you passing palm, it goes on top. Okay, your right arm goes under, okay? When you do the passing palm.
Keep your left elbow down a little bit, Ellen. Keep your shoulder and elbow down. Left foot's got to point straight, Lindsay.
Okay, Rita.
Catherine, try not to stand up when you're in the middle before you, when you're going from the second to the third ring. Try not to stand up.
Oh, I want to say something here. So, from the, doing the second ring, back and turn, back and turn. Now we're open. When it crosses, I want you to bring your right hand back in, like point it diagonally to the left. So it's open to the right. When you go forward, I want you to cross. I want them both to move, okay? So don't hold it here and then just like basically try to do the left hand only, okay? I want you to close it, okay? This is, again, it's kind of like a parent closing up. A parent closing up, we go like this, no, we go like this, we go here, and it doesn't open too much to the right actually. But when they do passing palm, they both go in the opposite directions, okay? So both move, and then this is a little bit diagonal, bring it across. This other one's going to be on top, but it's also going to cross maybe the middle of your forearm, basically. It's crossing the sharp part of the sword.
Kelly, bend your right
elbow.
elbow.
That's how you could get them off of you, by pushing on them with the edge of the sword.
Bend your right elbow, Kelly. Don't have your right elbow so straight.
So I think of this like a parent closing
right
up.
Elbow down.
Try to make it feel like that, the second ring.
That's pretty good, Rita. Your timing is off for the second ring, though. Arms closed, arms crossed, you step.
Okay, so I have one thing. This is for Lindsay. Lindsay, because she's a little bit new. Okay, so this is a footwork issue. When you take a step, like Tai Chi walking, like knee brushes, for instance, I want you to have this feeling. You shift back and you open your foot and put it back down.
That's better timing, Rita.
Put it back down now, okay? So the opening, I want you to have this feeling. I'll do it this direction. Open, back and open and put it down. Open, put it down. Don't go back and keep on your heel, okay? So get rid of that extra step. Back and turn and put it down. Then shift forward, okay? And when you take your next step for Tai Chi walking, then heel ball toe without, do that heel ball toe first before you shift. So when you step, don't bend your knee and let your foot come down slowly. Right away, heel ball toe, that goes first. Bend the knee, okay? You're still moving forward, but before you bend your knee very much, the feet are flat. Before you really shift, the feet are flat. Okay, so that will be helpful for the hand form too. You need to it's useful by putting your foot down like this one, back and turn and putting it down. You've already started to go forward. Okay. It's like, okay, so you understand? So put the foot down. That will already turn around. You're already going forward. Then you can just bend your knee, you'll be shifting forward already. But if you go back and just keep your foot up, you haven't started forward yet. That's an extra little extra thing to get going forward again. So open and put it back down, and you're already going forward. Okay. Anybody have any questions on these three movements? It's one movement, 3 parts.
So in terms of the timing of the third one,
Yeah.
is the step and touch the same? In other words, is the timing you touch and step together?
No, the timing is you circle, okay. You circle and step. That's the timing.
Okay.
And then just bend your knee.
Go into your bow stance as you bend your knee and close your eyes.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Okay. Okay then?
Yeah.
We're running over. Oh, so sorry. This is a long one. It's got 3 parts. Usually I'm able to do about two movements a week. So this seems like it took a long time, but I'll make up for it next week.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to feel that way.
Huh? Oh. All right, so we'll stop here. Keep practicing, and let us know if you have any other questions. You can do it online. Send us an email. We'll help you if we can. And we'll put this video up so you can see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll put it up so you can see it. Okay, so thanks very much.
Thank you.
See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.